The Red Legion invaded the last city under Dominus Gaul. The surprise attack was disguised by an artificial storm that obscured their arrival. They severed our connection to the light. As a result, countless guardians perished, the last city was under siege, and the traveler was imprisoned, marking that day as a tremendous defeat for humanity. The Cabal accomplished what many believed impossible. The Guardian barely survived the invasion and was mysteriously guided to the Shard of the Traveler, which restored their connection to the light. Becoming the only one blessed with the Traveler's grace, they set out to assemble the Vanguard leaders, each divided and spread out in our solar system, and initiated a desperate strategy to take back the last city. In contrast, Gaul's invasion sought the Traveler's approval by identifying his accomplishments. When Gaul was informed of the Lightbearer's return, he became further intrigued by the Traveler and its mysterious ways of communicating its gifts. He interrogated the speaker to learn more, who explains that devotion inspires bravery, bravery inspires sacrifice, and sacrifice leads to death, something the Witch Queen implemented and succeeded. Gaul dismisses the statement to find other ways, but the Traveler remains silent despite everything. Consul kills the speaker, reminding Gaul of who he is and how he found him. He provokes Gaul to forcefully steal the light. Enraged, Gaul kills Consul and drains the light from the Traveler to himself. The Guardians intervene in time and defeat Gaul. Upon his death, the light he stole erupts out of his body. The Traveler shatters the cage and finally reawakens, ending Gaul's reign. Following Gaul's decline, a mysterious ship makes its way to Nessus, the Leviathan, where Calus was imprisoned, extended its gates of welcome to us and served as a platform with 4 unique raids. It started with the Leviathan. We were invited to master the challenges laid for us by Calus and grow fat from strength. We accepted, and 6 entered, hoping to seek the Emperor's audience. We later discovered he functioned via mechanical constructs he fashioned after himself. His location is still unknown to us. Eater of Worlds. The Leviathan consumes a Vex's mind while devouring Nessus. The Guardians are re-enlisted by Calus to help with the intrusion. Spire of the Stars. Val Kor took over the Red Legion and invaded the Leviathan. Calus requested his assassination, which crippled the Red Legion and ended the Red War. Crown of Sorrow. We descend into the Kingdom of Sorrow to eliminate Galrun, Calus' shadow genetically engineered to wear the crown. Little did they know it was initially intended by the Witch Queen to subdue Calus under her will. When the darkness faded 4 of our planets away during Season of the Arrival, the Leviathan departed from Nessus. Calus was beckoned by the voice in the dark to an anomaly near Mercury, where it mysteriously vanished with the rest of the planets. After Calus disappeared, power shifted to his daughter Keitel, who became Empress, and juggled between the foundation laid by her father and the uprising brought by Gaul, which now crippled after the Red War. But things were not easy for Keitel, as her long friend, mentor, and general descended into Hive worship. Keitel removes Umunurat from her council, only to discover sometime later that she was participating in a Hive ritual. Her body covered by Hive symbols. Enraged, Keitel stabs her to disrupt the ritual, but she laughs menacingly. Keitel kicks her into a fire pit. Little did she know Umunurat was the ritual. Her death summons the Hive God of War, the sole survivor of the Osmium Court, sister to the Witch Queen and the Taken King. She declares that the Cabal had been worshipping her for as long as they revered war. she finally arrived to claim her tribute. She proceeds to open a portal and begins a massive hive invasion on Torobatl. The hive invasion was endless. For every 10 killed, 20 took their place. The Cabal defenses grew thin, and with no choice in sight, Keitel announces retreat for her people for the first time in Cabal history. Keitel and the remaining Cabal abandon their homeworld, now in ruins by the Hive. They make their way to Sol to negotiate with the Guardians. Keitel assures her council that she would order the Guardians to kneel, as anything else would be seen as a weakness. Keitel and her forces make their way to Nessus, Europa, and Earth. Holding an audience with Zavala and Osiris, the negotiations fail as Zavala refuses to kneel, and we are forced to prove ourselves in the right of proving if an alliance is to exist. Keitel knew we would triumph over the proving and pave the way to our new alliance. Season of the Risen. Guardians and Keitel work together to sever the connection of Savathûn with her Lucent brood, as they are captured and examined in the Helm. Season of the Haunted. Zavala, Keitel, and Crow face their fears as Eris perform rituals to free them of their nightmares, and in the process, find Calus. At the end of the season, all 5 enter the Leviathan, but only the Guardian makes it to the throne room to discover a portal underneath it. It leads the Guardian to the pyramid on the moon, and they regroup with Keitel to take out Calus's projection, freeing the nightmares and ending the season. As time advanced, Keitel and Zavala grew very fond of each other. The events since the proving heightened their bond like no other of admiration and respect. Where this bond takes the two would be very interesting come Lightfall. Time has been kind to us, making way for alliances with the Cabal and the Fallen. Despite all our victories and accomplishments, what Calus intends remains a mystery. Where he is, still a mystery. We only know he's now a herald of our enemy, the voice in the dark, the witness. Thank you for making it this far. I would like to thank my Patreon supporters, starting with Frostlace, a Forerunner tier member. Thank you so much for your gracious support, and I hope you love the tribute. And 3 of my almighty members, it's Nova, 19, and Zerthorn. Now that we've finished the Cabal, animated wallpaper is present for my supporters featuring Keitel after the fall of Torobatl. And that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed the animated lore video, and I'm excited for what's to come. Until then, goodbye.